Wow, what a couple of weeks I've had. So I ended up selling my house on the coast. Had to move all my stuff, pack it, move it. I've got storage areas in the valley. I got storage area down the road. I got both my sheds completely packed. But I can't put stuff in here until I get that final occupancy permit. So now I'm in a real hurry to get this done because I'm kind of homeless right now. So I really need to get this finished up. Unfortunately, yesterday I thought I'd take the day off, play some video games, just relax, and, you know, sitting on the floor in there. And I got up and my back was tweaked. So it's going to be kind of a slow day today with my back out. But my heat pump's in Bend, so I can go pick that up. I was going to do that today, but I can't move that thing. But anyways, maybe tomorrow I'll go get that, and you know, all I really have to do is a skirting here and finish up this trim, put in that heat pump, and I'm pretty much done, I think. Sweet. So I went to Home Depot yesterday, got my heat pump, went back today, got the rest of my stuff. It didn't come with a whip. So anyways, hopefully I'm going to put that in, and I got to finish up the siding too. But I kind of panicked yesterday because I thought, oh no, I need a 3-wire going to the heat pump from here. And I was thinking, oh, I got to rip out I don't need that. Two wires fine, but I did notice I put in 120 volt to the heat pump, which they're all like 220, so I need to switch that to a double pole and make it 220. That should be easy enough. I did plan this. I did this wiring now like 2 years ago, and I planned this wiring about 4 years ago. So it's been a long time. So, you know, whenever I come across stuff, it's like, oh, I hope I thought about it right years ago. but anyway, so I'm on that, and I'm going to build like a little, I think a little wood, little deck to put the heat pump on. I was going to get concrete blocks and then, you know, drill into it with concrete bits, and I thought I'd just build a wood one, and I got 2x6s, so I'll get it off the ground a little bit. Seems like that would work. Whew, that was quick and easy, that's for sure. Well, after, you know, spending a whole summer trying to figure out wiring, now it's pretty easy. Hey, and on these steps right here, you know, everything looks good from far away, but when you get up close, like this stuff is so usually wet when you get it. It just starts bowing like crazy. But anyways, I forgot a screw in right here. So look how much this bowed out. I mean, it's crazy. It's got this huge gap here. You know, this one up here, I did screw it in there, but it's still bowed up so much. So anyways, I'm gonna replace these two boards. I don't think I'd ever get this back down. So anyways, I'm gonna replace those. I can use these boards maybe for that little deck platform for the heat pump. right, so I got it in there. I guess I'm the only one having troubles with these things. But this is not the do-it-yourself model. I thought it was, and I ordered it, and I got it all in there. And I was reading directions, like, what are they talking about? You know, vacuum. You got to use a vacuum on the lines. So anyways, I didn't get the do-it-yourself one, so now I got to order a vacuum pump and all that stuff. But anyways, I found it hard to get the electrical on the inside of there on, and then when I was getting this thing on, trying to like get it up there and squish it on while this hose was kind of hard to get through. So anyways, I had a harder time than any of the videos I saw, but anyways, it's up there now. It's kind of like, man, it's just big, and so I wish I would have put it, you know, that's 6 inches from the top, like it says, 6 inches from the ceiling, but I wish I would have put it, you know, maybe 2 inches higher. You know, normally you probably wouldn't care, but this place is so small, that's actually like significant kind of room. But boy, it should be good for air conditioning. Coming up, it's going to be 100 degrees, so hopefully I can get this thing working. But now I got to order that vacuum pump and such. So for me with this trim stuff, I mean, they said you measure, I guess, the window and then add 1 3/16 inches on each side, but I've been measuring from the edge of this thing, you know, because it's going to be different from the window than, you know, 1 3/16 of an inch. But anyway, so I've been measuring from these plastic things to the outside of the plastic thing, and then adding 2 inches, and that seems to work fine. So as long as I measure and cut correctly. Oh, and you know, I got all that trim on that top there, and so I think this trim, this 2-piece trim, looks pretty good, as long as it's like, you know, a long flat area, like the stuff around my door. You know, that looks pretty good. You know, it's these little ones like this right here that really look bad. I mean, because you can see they don't sit flush or anything. So I think if you're using this 2-piece trim on, like, you know, large areas, it works pretty good, but little tiny ones like that, no. And even on windows, I don't think it's really all that great, but it's less noticeable on the long windows. Right on, I'm starting on this skirting. It's one of the last things I need to get done. I was just looking at YouTube videos on trying to really how to cut this at a corner, but you know, I'll just do my best, because these I got off of eBay. They're real cheap, but none of them are corner pieces like on the, you know, eBay or on the YouTube videos. They're like, find the corner piece, but there aren't any corner pieces and all this stuff, so I gotta cut my own, which is no big deal. But you know, it's funny, I bought all these stakes somewhere over here for, you know, at Home Depot. I'm like, how am I gonna stake this stuff in, because the stuff has been in a box for over a year now, probably a year and a half. I got this and just left it in this big box, and finally I pulled it out today, and it had a big bag of stakes in there that are 8 inches, I think, not the 6 ones I got. So anyways, that's good. I'm gonna use those better ones, and anyhow, I'm gonna get started on this. So I already know I cut these a little wrong here. I'm gonna have to pull it out. Luckily it's just sandy stuff, but anyways, this should be, you know, cut back a little more so it's even there. So I'll fix that up. And on these top tabs I'm putting on here, these things, these holes, when I put this on, the holes are right here at the very bottom, so those holes won't work. So I'm gonna have to go through all these and make a new little groove, kind of a little bit higher than the ones there. Wow, it was like 96 degrees today, so it was burning hot. So I'm glad to be done with the day, but I got a lot done. The water is all hooked up, and the stuff is looking good. And it's like, really seems like the easiest thing I've really done. And I started with the level and everything, and you don't really need it. I'm pretty much just eyeballing everything now. It all looks pretty good once you put it up. Anyways, I took that water thing. Actually, I had a 3/8 inch PEX conversion on the back of the faucet. It's 1/2 inch, and somehow I actually had a 1/2 inch to a 1/2 inch screw on conversion piece. I can't even believe I had that, but anyways, otherwise I would have had to cap it off, and so it worked out perfect. It works good. I actually have water outside finally, and I think tomorrow I'll be able to finish up all this stuff. Really, I think it'll go pretty quick. So I got all my skirting completely done. That's really the last big thing I have to do, except for charging this or vacuuming out the lines on this heat pump, but that's the really last thing. So I'm cleaning up now. That skirting was way easy. It was kind of I didn't get good you know, stake coverage or whatever, because I got all these big concrete piers, you know, so I could only, you know, nail these down in some spots, not many. And then for the last piece in this skirting, so what I did, of course they wouldn't line up, so I cut one piece right here that slid into here, and then this piece is a separate piece that slid into over this piece, so they just kind of overlap right now, but heck, it looks pretty good, you know. You don't even notice it.